What's going on, Epic Gamers?
Yeah.
What was that low energy ass shit right there, my man? Yeah.
Man, I don't know. I had high energy and then you fucking deleted the take.
You know what, dude? How dare you?
Welcome back.
Welcome back to another episode of Gray with your boy, Danny.
And Mikey.
And your other boy, Mikey.
That's me. It's been like 2 weeks since we've made an episode because we're lazy losers.
Yes, we definitely are. And also, we were focusing on a lot of other very important things happening. But now that we're back in the studio and ready to blow your minds with some epic content.
Yes.
But first things first. Let's get some important announcements out of the way. Unless you want to... You have a question to ask me first?
No, let's do the announcements first.
All right, cool. So, first things first, and this is very important. We have merch! We have merch. Go ahead and please buy it. Thank you.
Yes, we got merch. You can go on teespring.com/GrayStreetMerch, I think is the URL.
I think that's
You'll see it in the description if I didn't say it correctly. But basically, we've got shirts. We got t-shirts, hoodies, and zipper hoodies, and you can get. I believe the prices for those respectively are $15, $30, and then $35.
$35, yeah.
I believe those are the prices, at least USD.
Yeah, but
they ship anywhere in the world.
Anywhere, even in Ethiopia.
And so they come in two different designs. They come with the woman single art done by Adele Suarez. It comes in that design. It also comes in our logo design, and we're also selling mugs that have the Gray Street Radio, the podcast you are listening to. It comes with the logo on that. Not the best mug, but I think it's a good enough mug for its price. It's only $12.50. I think that's a decent price for a mug. It's an okay size. You know, it's not huge, but it'll do the job.
It will hold your coffee, and it will make it. Make it hot? No, keep it hot.
Keep it warm.
Sorry. I don't know why I said make it hot. Like, this thing automatically warms your cup of coffee.
That'd be impressive, especially for that price.
Yeah, for $12.50?
For $12.50, you'll get a mug that makes your coffee hot.
That would be epic.
You don't even have to brew it. It'll brew it.
It'll just automatically brew it for you.
Yeah.
I would pay $12.50 for that. But anyways,
I'd pay, yeah.
So, also, bonus tip, if you ever go to our merch site and you want to check out something, you're like, damn, dude, that seems really pricey. What? Even though these are totally reasonable prices, but it's still a little too expensive for me. You know what, man? We have an awesome code for you guys to use, and it's Gray Street. G-E. What? No. G-R-E-Y.
Well, we have a permanent code that'll give you 10% off. It's in all caps, Gray Street.
Yes.
GREYSTREET.
S-T-R-E.
But if you can't spell, you don't even deserve to buy the merch.
Yeah, you know what? That's true. I guess I don't deserve to buy the merch because I was like G-E-R-Y-W-X-X-X.
That's how you spell Gray Street.
Yeah. Gray.
But today, as you are listening to this, well, that's the only code you're going to be able to get because by the time this comes out, our show will be over and that other coupon code won't be
expired.
Available. Yeah, so we're going to start having special codes available for the week of any show that we're going to play. So, for example, the week that just passed, we actually played a show November 5th. Did it go well? I guess we'll find out. We don't know as of the time we're recording this.
Find out next podcast if the show went all right.
Next, we don't even upload a next podcast. We just delete everything.
Just delete everything. We're like, all right, the show went terrible.
Okay, so you'll know we did really bad if we delete everything.
That's true.
Yeah.
Mike, so just don't say any slurs on stage, Mike.
I would never say a slur on stage. That would never come out of my mouth.
But what about your other orifices?
Anyways, so yeah, you can get all those kinds of merches and whatnot. Also, we have a new track coming out.
A new track.
By the end of this, what's it called? Month. By the end of the November, you'll be hearing a new track. And it won't be like any track we've ever performed or released before because it's not a rock song. It's a trap song. Something along the lines of Post Malone and Joji.
Something like that.
Yeah, the song's called Weak. I sing on it, unfortunately. But, it's got some, even though it's a trap song, we still have most of the members in it. Unfortunately, Oscar isn't on the track. But, we got Aiden on bass. We still got Javi on guitar. We still got me on the other guitar. And then Danny pretty much came up with the chords and pretty much wrote the whole song. And then I wrote the lyrics and I sang it.
And I produced it.
Yeah.
So if it sounds like shit, that's me.
Yeah, boy.
Woo!
But
Yeah.
it's trap music. It's supposed to kind of have shitty quality, no? It's called lo-fi.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything about producing.
They call it lo-fi as an excuse to not produce as well as hi-fi.
Yeah, that's true. They'll be like, "Oh yeah, it's intentionally sounds like garbage." They'll
Yeah,
be
let me
like,
charge
"Wow."
you twice as much for half the work.
There you go.
I don't know if that's true. I'm probably shit-talking producers for no reason.
That's true. I mean, but there's a lot of people that seriously, like, they take as much effort to make it sound as lo-fi as possible, just as much as some people make it, put in as much effort to make it as high fidelity as possible. So, hey, I can't crap on producers. Producing's hard, guys. It's not as simple as they make it sound. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things to it, but hopefully you guys will enjoy the track. And yeah, and if you guys don't, obviously you can be like, wow, never do trap music ever again, and we'll be like, that's fair. But anyways, so Mikey, go ahead and ask me this wonderful question, like you usually do.
Daniel,
give me a wonderful
Daniel,
question. Yes,
I have a question for you. Why is The Sound of Music the greatest musical of all time, and why is it your favorite musical?
I love The Sound of Music. I actually, in high school, I played as Herzeller.
Who is that?
He was.
I've never seen The Sound of Music.
Okay, seriously?
Yeah.
Okay, it's an amazing musical. If you like musicals, if you don't, hey, I'm not gonna force.
I'd say my favorite musical is probably Sweeney Todd and the Demon Barber of Fleet Street.
Wow, that's a very long title. You know what they say about things with long titles? It sucks.
But you don't think it sucks?
I don't know. I've never seen it.
You've never seen Sweeney Todd?
Never seen Sweeney Todd.
All right, we need to watch that.
No, we don't.
Come on, man. So the reason why I brought up The Sound of Music is because... Come on, man. Let's not get into that. So, look here, guys. I'm going to be straight with you. We're going to be really cheesy this episode because we're going to be talking about, and that's why I asked that question, our favorite things.
These are a few of my favorite things.
When the dog bites.
Who would want... Why is that her favorite thing, when the dog bites?
No, she says that... No, that's the part of the song where she's explaining bad things happening. She says, when the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad. And I just suddenly remember
okay.
I suddenly think of my favorite things, and then I don't
feel so bad.
So bad.
So I'm going to say, I'm like, who likes dog bites?
That's funny because I haven't seen it, but you have.
I know. I was in the musical, damn it.
Yeah, I guess.
I know.
Maybe you weren't, though.
I was, but I only remember the Nazi parts of it.
Oh,
because
there's Nazis in The Sound of Music?
Yes, what the fuck? Do you not know? Oh my god.
I don't know what it's about. I just know they do the doe, a deer, a female deer.
So yes, this is in the middle of basically, well, not in the middle of World War II, but this is pretty much when Hitler basically is, taking over everything. And then there's this one dude, his name is Herzeller. And you know how they call Mr. in German, it's right? Mm-hmm. So Herzeller. And it's basically this German dude that's just like, hey, yo, so Von Trapp family, you guys are going to come with me to Austria, or what's up, or something like that. It's either Austria or Germany, I don't know. And so basically they were just like, I don't know, man. I mean, we have to kind of perform this thing and whatever. Long story short, they basically escaped from the Nazis. That's the whole idea behind it.
So does it have a happy ending, or do they all die?
No, it does have a happy ending. They all escape.
Do you think they should have made it a sad ending?
No. Why would they do that? Stop eating crackers, Mikey. All right, guys, just so you know, so obviously you're not in the studio, but he has this giant green tin of those crackers that most Hispanic mothers either use it as a sewing kit, or they put the rice in there, or I don't know. I mean, I've seen
them filled with rice before.
Yeah, rice. Sorry, no, I was thinking of the blue tin. Talking about the cookies.
The blue tin is where you put all the other shit.
The blue tin is the sewing kit. The green tin is where you put the rice. So he's eating crackers out of my rice tin. How could you?
But you have rice in here.
No, I don't have rice in there. Not yet. This is eventually going to become un household cubanito.
You should have gotten cheese for this.
Well, dude, that's not my problem. That's yours, dude. I barely live in this house. But anyways.
Let's talk about our favorite things. You go first.
So right now, my favorite thing that I've been doing is I've been playing on my Switch. I freaking love my Switch. So let me tell you about these few games that I've downloaded recently. Is it in the most legal way? You be the judge of that.
Let's not mention that. Let's not mention that part.
So I basically modded my Switch a while ago, and it's really weird because let me explain how modding Switches works now. So basically, if you have an older Switch, I think it was pre 2018. So there was a very select few Switches that were made before 2018, right? Because obviously, they're gonna keep making them. But they had serial numbers that were tied to hardware that was being able to be kind of worked on, modded on, whatever. So my first Switch, unfortunately, was not hackable, to say the least, because it already had the new hardware that was already like, hey, we've patched it, so that way you can't hack it. So I was kind of sad and mopey, and I was like, damn, that means I can never hack my Switch. But I went on OfferUp, and I was like, yo, I see this like Switch tablet, right? And so he literally described exactly everything that I wanted out of the Switch. He's like, okay, it has the serial number that can be hacked. It has all this kind of good stuff. So yeah, dude, just come pick it up, right? And it was a really reasonable price. I think it was like $150 for like just the little tablet that was hacked. Because really, that's all you need, right? I mean, if you have Joy-Cons, you're pretty much set, and you have everything else, and you're pretty much set. So long story short, I went all the way to Hialeah to go pick this up. Now, if you know where Hialeah is, I mean, from Kendall, which is where we're at, it's kind of a mission. It's like maybe a 35, 45-minute drive, depending on what part of Hialeah they're in. But I know it's like a really long story, but I'll get to it in a minute. So I picked this thing up, take it back home, and I mod it, and it's like an entire wall just kind of fell. Like it's almost like the Berlin Wall of Nintendo just fell down, and I could cross to the other side and get all these amazing games for free. Anyways, so with all that being said, I was able to get Super Mario 3D All-Stars, The Legend of Zelda, The Breath of the Wild. What other games? Super Mario Odyssey, Super Mario Party. Yeah, just a lot of awesome games that has pretty much just been keeping me company for like the past like maybe couple of weeks now. Because I put down my Switch for like a while, and then I picked it back up, updated it, and now everything's good to go. But yeah, that's just what I've been doing pretty much all these past few weeks, man. Just been playing Mario. I beat Super Mario Sunshine like a couple days ago, and now you never played Super Mario Sunshine, have you?
No, I've never played Super Mario Sunshine. I've never played Super Mario Galaxy, and I've only played a little bit. Oh no, I played a little bit of Galaxy, but I've never played Mario 64.
What have you played that's a Mario game that's not like, these games?
All the scrolling ones.
You played the side-scrolling ones, but none of the 3D ones?
Yeah, because all the side-scrolling ones are available on the handheld consoles, and I always owned handheld
But the
Nintendo
Switch is a
consoles.
handheld console.
No, but it is also a main console that costs a main console's price.
Well, just get good, scrub.
Getting good doesn't have anything to do with your financial situation.
Yes, it does. If you get better at your financial situation, you'll never have to worry about it. Think about it.
That's not getting good. That's getting a good job.
That's right. So get a good job.
You didn't say that.
Anyways, so yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing. I just started, literally just today, I just started the Legend of Zelda game though. But so far, I'm really enjoying it. The gameplay mechanics are like so different than what I'm used to in a standard Zelda game. I mean, this has really evolved from just being your standard Zelda game into something far more, almost like a Zelda RPG. Even though like Zelda is already kind of somewhat like a RPG, if you will. No. Yes.
No.
Yes. So, well, now Zelda's more like an RPG.
Where are your stats?
My stats?
You don't have stats in Zelda.
Stats? Actually, yes, you do.
Where?
In Breath of the Wild, you do.
Breath of the Wild isn't a real Zelda game.
What do you mean it's not a real Zelda?
Do you play as Zelda?
No. Well, you don't play as Zelda in any of the Zelda games.
Nice try. You can't trick me.
I can trick you. I just did. You know why? Because there is one Zelda game that you can play as Zelda. Hyrule Warriors. Anyways, so that's been going pretty good for me there. I'm very happy that me and my fiance are moving out and getting a house in about a couple weeks. We're going to be moving to our new house, so that's always awesome. We're going to also be, what else? My semester ends in like a month. I think your semester ends in like a month too, right?
Yeah, I already did my midterm.
That's awesome. And you passed.
Yeah, I got a 96.
And you got a 96. Look at that, dude. So this guy's going. We're going places.
Yeah, I got a 96, and I was like telling my mom, like, yeah, so I get $96, right? And she just laughed, and then she left. She laughed. She laughed, and then she packed her bags and she left the house. And she hasn't been back in like a week. She'll be back.
Wait, did she actually leave though?
So here, one of my favorite things lately, the new Gorillaz album. It's I believe that's called Strange Times Song Machine Season 1. And it's been pretty good so far. I think, okay, so like to get into it, basically. So I'm a pretty big Gorillaz fan. I bought Humans when it came out because I was so hyped.
Whoa. You can't buy Humans. That's illegal.
Okay. So I bought the album Humans by Gorillaz.
Okay, thank you.
When it came out because I was super hyped for them to finally be releasing a record. They usually have a really long time between records. For example, their first record came out in 2000. Demon Days came out in 2006, I believe, or 2005. Plastic Beach came out 2010 or 2011, and then Humans came out 2016. So there's always a long wait between their albums. Although lately they've been releasing more stuff. Like they released the Now Now in 2018 or 17, I think, and then the album that just came out this year. So, the new album is the best thing they've released since Plastic Beach. It's way better than Humans. It's way better than the Now Now. It's so fantastic. Almost every song has something to offer. There's maybe like 2 or 3 songs that I skip on re-listens. And even then, I still like the songs. They just don't hold up to the same level as the other ones. So if you, the viewer or listener or whatever, have not heard this album, I highly recommend you go check it out. It's probably going to be my favorite album of the year, depending on what else comes out. Because I liked, so Joji's album, I gave it a quick listen through. I liked it, but I don't know. I don't know if I like it as much as his previous album. I guess I'd have to listen to them back to back. So what else came out this year album-wise? I honestly can't think of any other albums that came out this year that really caught my eye. What about you?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Albums. Let me think. What was a good album this year? To be honest, I listen to a lot of older albums more than I do newer albums. Can't say I really listened to any new albums this year. Yeah, none at all. I mainly listen to a lot of older ones. I found myself listening to a lot of my music taste is like all over the place though. One album I was listening to a lot of this year was Origin and Symmetry from Muse. But I always listen to that album. I think it's a great album. American Idiot is another one. Dookie. I've been listening not very recently to a lot of Green Day, but this year was just a very Green Day year for me.
Their new album came out this year, right?
Mother of All?
That album fucking
Or
sucks.
Father of All?
Father of All.
Oh. Yeah.
That album was dog shit. It's literally their worst album.
And I was going to see them live this year, dude.
Yeah, with Weezer and Fall Out Boy.
Weezer and Well, to be honest, I wasn't going there really for Green Day. I was going there for more Weezer and Fall Out Boy. But I mean, if Green Day was going to play their hits, like all the really good stuff back in the day, then I would have been cool with that. But
I will say, if they were going to play the same way that they played when I first saw them, I would not care to see them again. Green Day is like one of my favorite bands, like definitely in my top 20 bands.
Well, top 20.
Yeah, well, I know a lot of bands, right?
All right, you know what? Right now, say your top 20 right now. I'm just kidding.
That'd be way too much. I could give you my top 5
top
right now.
5 right now.
All right.
Go.
In no particular order, because it shuffles around, would be the Beatles, Rage Against the Machine,
Boingo, Boingo. No, I'm just
Gorillaz, Primus, and then it's a toss-up between Def Leppard and The Police for me.
I can't believe Oingo Boingo is not in your top 5.
I like Oingo Boingo, but I haven't heard enough of their stuff to like say if I'd put them in my higher tier.
No, I know. I don't know if I'd consider them. Would you consider them one of the best bands of all time or not even? I think they've wrote very good songs, but I don't think they're one of the best bands of all time.
Which one?
Boingo Boingo.
Oh, I spaced out for a second there.
Oh my god! I was like, yeah, I think they wrote a lot of good songs, but having a lot of good songs doesn't
every
make you a
song
best
I've
band.
heard so far, I've liked.
Every song?
Because I went and listened to more. Because JT made me aware of this. Apparently, Danny Elfman released a new song last week. And when you're listening to this, it'll have been 2 weeks since he released that song.
Seriously?
Yeah, it's called Happy. We should watch the music video.
Well, does it make you happy?
You know, what if we try this out? What if we try out? What if we put a reaction, like our reaction to something at the end of the video, or at the end of this podcast, and we'll attach the video.
Could try it.
Yeah.
We could give it a shot.
Yeah, I think it'd be an interesting little thing to experiment
And
with.
if it doesn't work, we'll just kill ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
there
will
you
be
go.
the last episode.
This will be the last episode if it doesn't work out. So this could be a potential buy.
Yeah, it's
Bye,
a pretty
guys.
creepy song.
Really, is it?
Yeah, it's very it's kind of unnerving.
Does he
despite being called Happy.
Does he sound like really weird too? In the
He's
song?
like, I'm so happy. And it's like, what the fuck?
That's so creepy.
And the music video is really creepy too, but it was awesome too.
Oh,
Like it
wow.
starts off with this synth that kind of reminds me of the Thing theme,
Mhm.
and then eventually the guitars and everything start joining in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, well, let me ask you this: did he bring back any of his Oingo Boingo buds to help him with the track or no?
I'm not aware enough of the names of the members of Oingo Boingo to say if that was the case.
You
I'd
know,
have to look at the names.
as weird as it sounds, I would actually love to see a reunion of the band.
That'd be great.
Like but exactly as the members are, like looking old as hell, like you know what I mean, like just exactly as they are. Right?
What if Danny Elfman says, "I want to play Oingo Boingo songs, but I want to play with you, Gray Street"?
That'd be really cool. Actually,
That would be really cool.
That would be epic.
Like he just happens to be shuffling through music and he hears "Woman"
And
on
he's
Spotify.
like, what a
and
great
he's
band.
like, I know I'll vibe with this band. I'm gonna give him a call.
And then he hears Week, he's like, oh, never mind. Okay.
No, yeah. He's like, he looks at how short I am, and I'm like, no, I don't work with short people.
Oh my God.
What if that was like a weirdly? Well, he's worked with Danny DeVito, so I guess that's like impossible. To be true.
Yeah, it's gotta be impossible.
What if Tim Burton said that?
He's like, sorry, I only work with taller people. Like, how tall? Like 6
despite
feet.
making the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory movie,
Yeah.
where there was many short. Well, it was the one short guy.
There was children.
Oh yeah, there was. Well, children aren't short people.
Yes, they are.
No, they're short children.
Well, whatever, man. Look.
It's different. If a child is 4'11", you don't say anything about it. But if an adult is 4'11", you're like, wow, you're quite
wow,
short.
You're a freaking midget
Did you know?
dog.
Speaking of height, did you know Belle Delphine is 5'8"?
She's tall. Holy crap.
Yeah, she's taller than me.
Wow. Oh.
Kind of like that. Anyways,
It's like, yeah, I'm into that. Tall girls.
I'm into that. We have a song called "Tall Girl."
Yeah.
It's pretty catchy.
Can we actually put it on the album? Why not?
This album?
No, I'm joking.
No, we already have two. So we're gonna have
so many
16 songs
songs
on this album.
Are we really?
Yeah.
No, we're not.
Well, it's that in track. So 15.
you exposed it, Dad.
Nobody's gonna listen to
Wait,
this.
how do we have 15 tracks on the album?
Okay, so
Run it by me. Go right now.
All right, well, hold on. Keep talking to the audience and distract them as I look for the
All right, audience. So, have you heard of this band called Gray Street? They're a pretty cool
best
band.
band.
Best band I've heard in Miami in a very long time.
All right, you ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All
Let's
right,
go.
so we got "Woman," "The
Okay,
Right
that's
Way,"
one. All right,
The
Right Way.
Chase,
The Chase,
"Conflicted,"
Conflicted,
"Melody,"
Melody,
"Pretty,"
Pretty,
"Surfing in the Sand,"
Surfing in the Sand,
"Masochist,"
Masochist,
"What I Want,"
What I Want,
"Relapse Withdrawal,"
Relapse Withdrawal,
"Square One,"
Square One,
"The Unknown."
Unknown.
Okay, it was 12 songs.
It was 12 songs.
But if we count the hidden track, that's 13.
That's true.
That was close.
I think 12 songs is a great amount for an album.
Yeah, the album would be under an hour. I think as long as your album's, especially for a first album, as long as it's an hour under. Well, you know what? You could release a double album as your first album if you wanted to. Just make sure that it's consistent and good. Like, it doesn't matter how long your album is.
It's true. This is true.
Yes. I'd love to make a double album one day.
Yeah, we'd have to have enough songs for
We
a double
have
album.
enough songs to make a double album right now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
Well, let's just keep it a single album.
Because okay, so I can name even more songs that we have in our repertoire. We have Space Patrol Jam. We have Tall Girl. Yeah, these are songs we haven't even been able to show you yet because we have so many.
Yeah, Musket
Cannons, Brand New Night. We've got
Pack Our Bags and Go.
Pack Our Bags and Go. Feel This Way. That's already 7 right there. We've got, and then new songs that we've written. Peggy. We've got
Which that hasn't really been finished though.
No, not really. But I finished the lyrics for it.
Cool.
But we got Fleet Street, the one I did about Sweeney Todd, which is 9 songs. And then we have those songs that we did, like that one song that sounded like a Tom Petty song, although I probably forgot it by now. But that one had a lot of potential. There was that other song that I wrote that I was inspired by Bruce Springsteen. Again, that one I think had potential. Like so that's like if we count those 2 that are unfinished but we could finish, then we have 11 songs right there. So we already have enough songs for another album.
Yeah, and then we have songs from
But then it
my
would be
part.
majorly written by us.
Yeah.
And that wouldn't be right considering you're in the band.
And I'd be like, can I get a part?
I mean, I'm sure like you wouldn't mind as the same way if it was the opposite way around and you're like, oh, I've got like 12 songs already ready to go. I'd be like, okay, let's record it.
Yeah.
But I would be like, I'm singing some of those, you stupid bitch. And vice versa. I'd probably be like, oh yeah, you probably might sing. Actually, I probably have some songs that I think you'd sing better than me on it.
Well, that's interesting.
That I've written that I'm like, because like there's some songs that I wrote that were like too hard for me. So I had
wrote songs that wouldn't work out well for you.
Yeah, because the key I wrote them in, so I had to be like, okay, I'll concede, I'll do it a half step down, but I didn't want it to be a half step down. I wanted it to play at the key that it was written in.
And that pulls out the intensity.
Yeah,
I feel that.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Well,
that'd be a good experiment for an album. What if we wrote a whole album and the goal is for us to write songs for each other to sing?
That would be interesting.
Yeah. Like it would. So then it would be me singing words that would more likely come out of you,
Yeah.
and songs that you sing that would come words coming out of me.
And then it would just be like, who are these gentlemen?
It's like, do they even know who they are anymore? No.
You just get a very dark song. You're like, and you wrote this? I'd be like, came out of me, man. I don't know.
I feel like I write more depressing lyrics.
I feel like I just write songs about women.
Yeah, you do write a lot of songs. I mean, if we look at it, The Chase, that's about a woman.
The Chase is about a woman. Woman is about a woman. Masochist is about a woman.
Yeah. What's Relapse Withdrawal about?
It's a metaphorical kind of thing. So basically,
I don't think I've ever asked you. What that
so
song's
relapse
about.
withdrawal is technically, so it's supposed to be a metaphorical thing about how, as you take drugs and you fall back into getting addicted to them, that's like, you relapse, and then once you're kind of getting out of it, you're feeling withdrawal symptoms. So it's sort of supposed to be like a metaphorical thing about love, right? And, so when you're going through the whole idea, like, when the song gets more intense, that's like you're taking your hit again, and it feels like you're getting high on love.
Yeah, and then you go, whoa, oh,
yes.
Whoa.
So that's supposed to be...
It's coursing through my veins.
And it's pulsing through my brain, and I think I'm going insane. So that's kind of like the whole idea that, metaphorically, when you're going through, love, it's like, wow, this is an amazing feeling.
Right.
But then, when you kind of fall out of it, you're getting sort of like withdrawal symptoms. Like you feel very sad.
I definitely feel that.
You don't want to do anything or go anywhere. You just want to sit around and mope around all day. And that's kind of like the whole idea. It's like it's a metaphor to drugs. Like when you're on drugs,
So that's not about a woman. That's about love.
It's about love in general. Yeah.
What's the unknown about? Is that also about love?
No, that one's more about like searching. That's more has to do with identity. It's more like finding out who you are in this
More
world.
a conceptual song.
Yes. These songs are more conceptual in their.
Square One's about being drunk.
Square One is actually about just like getting over the bullshit. That's like the whole idea. You know what I mean? Like, you go to a party and you're like, wow, I said some things I really shouldn't have. At the end of the day, let's just forget about it. However, if I forget about it the way I normally do, which is just drinking, then I'd be back at square one. And that's like the whole idea behind the song, right? So it's in the past and what's done is done. I could drink away the thought, but then again, I'd be back at square one. And like, that's the whole idea. It's like, hey, I drink my ideas away.
I know in practice on the last chorus, me and Javi decide to start singing our parts a little more slurring.
And that's okay.
Do you want to do it? Let's do that live though.
That's fine. You can do it as you like.
They're all the drum memories. So hey, it's funny.
It's funny. And I think it kind of drives the idea home a little more if you think about it.
I still like the idea I came up with for that music video to be a one shot.
Do a one shot? What do you mean?
So the one shot would start off. I explained it a while ago, but it would start off with you waking up from bed, and then as the song says,
just walking out of my bed to go to the kitchen.
Go to the kitchen, and then you head out and then time lapse. You go into the bar, and during the video you'll see like the other members of the band, but it would mostly be focused on you for the whole time.
Gotcha.
So like, and maybe because the idea I had for the art cover for that would be you at a bar, Aiden comforting you, Oscar playing pool, and then me and Javi in the middle of a bar fight.
Wow.
And so we could have all those things play out in the video
so that's like a one shot right there. Yeah, we could easily see that. And I'm stumbling, and then Aiden's like picking me up, but in the background you guys are fighting, and then
and then by the end of the song, you're back at square one. You're back.
I'm back
into bed.
in my bed. Yes. Okay, I see what you're saying. That'd be such a cool.
You should also have like a constant look of like not carrying the whole song.
Okay.
Just to add to that emotion, or it's like, just repeating the cycle.
Right.
It's kind of sad, actually.
Well, that's
when you look at it that way.
Well, that's honestly that's kind of what we want, dude. We want realism.
We got we got a lot of sad songs.
Like Pretty.
Pretty's pretty sad, I'd say. Like it sounds happy, but it's more sad if you look at the lyrics.
That's how it is, man. There's a lot of songs.
And then we're not putting this on the album. Oh yeah, Nobody Loves Me. We're not gonna put it on the album, but it's definitely one of my most depressing and dark lyrics that I've written, which is why I decided to add the comic relief in the chorus where I sang, I got my hand.
Yeah, you have a lot of... Okay, so I read back on the lyrics Surfing in the Sand, which one of the lyrics reads, come in my hand.
Yeah.
Which I was like, what the fuck? Okay.
So that's related literally to the idea I had for a music video. So the idea I had for a music video...
Yeah, it's going to be on Pornhub and you can have come in your hand.
I mean, I could do that, but that's not what it would be. So my idea for a music video would be... So the whole point of the song is, for the very few lyrics that are in there, it's talking about this guy who thinks he's like all that, like he thinks he's tough shit. But the reason why it's surfing in the sand is because he's gloating about all of his skills and stuff. But like, so for example, in the music video, he's portraying himself as a surfer dude. Like,
Right.
he rides the waves, man. He's been on all the waves. He's been on the biggest waves. And then at the end, it amounts to him just surfing on the sand. He doesn't actually know how to go on a surfboard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I hear what you're
So
saying.
that's why it's building up the fantasy. Oh, ladies scream your name, police scream your name, and then so the specific line, "come in your hand," is referring to in the video. There would be one guy stalking this guy, obsessed with him, jerking off to that guy's.
Oh my
life.
God.
That's what it would be. It's like this dude's like, oh, I wish I was that guy.
Oh my God. So it's like ladies want him, men want to be him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Literally, but
That's
like
like the whole
played to
idea.
like the hyperbole for comedic. effect.
You know what you should do, like just for even more comedic effect, give him like a Johnny Bravo haircut with the sunglasses.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be straight up Chad.
Just a Chad. He's just gonna
And then I was thinking for like shots of the band playing, we would make little Muppet versions of ourselves.
That'd be so dope.
Because I just want to, because Surfing in the Sand is inherently not supposed to be, I think musically it's kind of badass, but lyrically it's just me. It's just like all those lyrics were made on the spot. Like that was like literally me on the spot. The only spot that I added in was "Come in Your Hand" because I thought of that for the music video.
Right.
I was like, oh fuck yeah, let's do that. That'll be funny.
Come in your hand.
Surfing in the sand.
Come in your hand. No, it's just
come in your hand. Come in your hand.
What about what's that other one song? You have different surf rock sounding songs.
Well, The Right Way, people say, has
The
kind of the surf
Right
rocks.
Way.
Your love's got to be. That specific "Your Love's Got to Be" I picked up, and if we need to, we'll add the credits to Aerosmith. But I picked it up directly from the song. What is it? "The Other Side" by Aerosmith.
Yeah.
Loving you's got to be like a devil in a deep blue sea. Oh, won't you take me to the other side? So that's specifically from that. The only difference in my song is I go up. I go up 2 times and then I go down 2 times. So your love's got to be the cruelest thing I've ever seen. All I want is you to say you want me to. Those are the difference.
I don't think we have to credit.
we don't
them.
have to, but if it comes to that, I wouldn't have a problem.
I don't think they're gonna sue us over like half of a line, dude. No, a quarter of a line even.
Well, you can get sued over melodies.
No, we can
Melody.
get. Yeah, I was gonna say we can get sued over that. That's an original song.
Yeah, that one's pretty original.
Yeah. Well. Here's the thing. I mean, I don't think it's too. How do you put it? I don't think we stole too much of it. Is
No,
what I'm
yeah,
saying.
no, it was just the one idea. I feel like Aerosmith wouldn't sue anyways. I feel like Aerosmith doesn't have a reputation for suing people.
Yeah, and even then, I think Steven Tyler would be like, "Yeah, it sounds like us, but you know what? Fuck it. Like I think it's a dope ass song." So
That'd be if
kinda-
Steven Tyler ever said one of our songs was a dope ass song, I'd probably cry. I love Steven Tyler so much.
I mean, that kind of reminds me of the when Prince wrote "Purple Rain." Like toward the end, it kind of sounded like the solo from what was it? Faithfully. It kind of sounded like Faithfully. So then I guess Prince called up, I think it was Steve Perry or somebody else from Journey, and they were like, "Yo, is it cool if I like do this?" And then they were like, "Yeah, we don't fucking care. Your shit sounds amazing. Like it sounds similar, but you know what? We're gonna fucking dude. It's fine. Go." And they were like, "Oh, thanks, man." And then Purple Rain, and then now everyone sings Purple Rain. Purple Rain is so good. I love Prince. God.
You know what? Let's just go through our songs. Fuck it.
All right, guys. So we're gonna go through our songs, starting with number 1.
Woman.
Woman.
We already talked
about Woman. Starting with number 2.
The Right Way. We
The
just
Right
talked about
Way.
The Right Way.
We just talked about that. Starting with
Well,
number 3.
I didn't explain what the lyrics are about, but it's pretty straightforward. The Right Way is just wanting to be treated in a relationship or in emotionally the right way. It's just wanting to be treated fairly.
That's right.
And that could extend, that doesn't have to be relationship, like romantic relationship. That's in any relationship you're in.
Yeah.
You want there to be an equal amount of respect and caring for each other.
That's right. As opposed to the the Sublime song, "It's the Wrong Way."
Yeah.
It's the wrong way.
That song's about like prostitution or something.
It's about a lot of things.
Yeah. Jenny's 10 years old. Something about the wrong
It's
way.
the wrong way. I don't know. I don't know too much about Sublime songs other than
I know a good amount
what
of
I
Sublime
got.
songs.
Other than What I Got and Santeria. Those are like
Seed is a pretty good one.
Seed.
Yeah.
Is it about cum?
I'm sure. Yeah. I made her bleed, but I'm planting my seed. Still, yeah, it's about cum.
Okay, all right. Well, I figured.
Did you know? You just made me think of this.
Did you know?
Did you know I Shot the Sheriff is actually apparently this is a rumor. It's about his girlfriend at the time taking birth control.
What?
Yeah, because of the line. He says, "Every time I plant a seed, they kill it before it grows."
That sounds weird as hell. And this is Bob Marley, right?
Yeah, Bob Marley.
Okay. What the fuck, Bob Marley?
I thought he was talking about weed when he said that.
I don't know. I mean, dude, there's so much speculation to Bob Marley now. It's like ridiculous.
Yeah, let's talk to him someday.
Yeah, let's get a clairvoyant and just figure it out.
What would we need that for?
To go talk to him.
Why?
Because he's dead.
Oh yeah. Anyways, so the next song on the list would be "The Chase."
The Chase. Didn't we talk about that a little bit too?
We talked a little bit about it, but let's go into it more. Like, so.
All right. So
like, was there anything that like triggered you to write this song?
I heard "Hey Bulldog" and I thought it was a cool riff, and then I was like, I'm gonna steal it. Wait, I can't steal it. That's stealing. Yeah. So "Hey Bulldog."
Oh yeah, I can kind of hear it.
So "Hey Bulldog" was written in B. "The Chase" was written in C. They both play off a blues scale, except mine was a different feel. So.
Yeah, yours actually. What I noticed one time when we were practicing is your chord progression is the same as "Creep" by Radiohead.
Correct. I mean, I didn't. That was unintentional.
Yeah, no, I don't think it was intentional.
But I mean, it's not like you can fucking copyright a chord progression. Well, specifically
on the chorus,
yes.
The chord progression is the same.
Yes, because I guess you could technically sing "Creep" over that chord progression.
Yeah,
but it's much faster.
Yeah, but if you slowed it down, like literally all you need to slow it down is change the key from C to G.
Yep.
And then it's Creep.
Then it's Creep.
Like,
but yeah.
We should maybe. Oh, you know what would be fun is if we if one time we play it live, we just start slowing it down and we just play a rendition of Creep using the chords.
That'd be so cool.
That would be pretty cool. Melody is next.
Melody. Well, you wrote that one.
I did write that one. So
what's that one about?
So that one's. I consider that more of a crush song than a love song, because I say that. So basically, Javi wrote this song along with Aiden, I believe.
Like the music.
Yeah, the music. And then I was asking him, well, what do you want the song to be about? And I think he said at the time he thought of a specific person. Not going to say the person's name. He was thinking of a specific person when he came up with like the song. And I said, oh, so, okay, do you want me to write? And then I'm like, oh, let me call the song Melody. And then so the song's basically just about like, feeling, it's kind of like that insecure feeling when you first kind of start liking someone, but you don't have the courage to go up to them quite yet. It's like literally about the first steps of beginning to like someone, more or less. And then so the chorus is saying, it's a pun, obviously. Melody is all I hear in my head, because, a melody and then the girl's name Melody. Yeah. So it's a combination. Like, it's not really like, it's not like a deep song or anything like that. It's just very simple. I do like how the song goes from really soft to really heavy during the chorus.
Yeah.
And initially, actually, when I first came up with that main riff, the dun 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 dun, dun, I think it was Javi or Aiden that were. I don't think it was Aiden. I think Javi was telling me that he didn't want it in the song, but eventually I ignored him and played it enough to where they were like, you know what? Yeah, that fits with the song.
I eventually ignored him enough and then played it for them. They're like, you know what? It sticks. Fine.
Yeah. And the solo too. My solo at the end, originally Javi didn't want it to be as bombastic, but I explained to him that I thought that it was a perfect ending to the song because it's kind of like that feeling of your like emotions like exploding.
Yeah.
At the end, like cum.
Yeah, like cum. Welcome to the cum zone.
The cum zone.
Only cum inside of anime girls.
Oh.
Anyways.
Next would be Pretty.
Pretty. So yeah, that song, I wrote that one. That one was about, no, I'm just kidding.
No.
I didn't write that one.
This is like Surfing in the Sand. I pretty much wrote all the parts to it, more or less. And then for the bass, I did come up with a bass line, and Aiden uses a lot of it, but I told him that I'd prefer if he came up with some things, and he did come up with some things because Aiden's, a good bassist.
It's almost like Aiden can play an instrument by himself.
Yeah, it's interesting.
But yeah, Pretty is about it's about a pretty girl.
Yeah, it's about a pretty girl. Well, no, not really. It's basically
What, is she ugly then? Ha, got him.
I mean, she's very pretty. It's about a specific person, but
yeah, her name is Jesus Christ.
Her name is Pretty. Jesus Christ, it's Jason Bourne.
It's about Jason
It's
Bourne.
about Jason. Okay, so Pretty's about Jason Bourne and my love for Jason Bourne. No, it's about like how, it's kind of like the feeling of you thinking that you and someone else are like on the same level emotionally, and you have to come to the realization that that never was the case, but you are already so into that relationship that now you're kind of developing an obsession with it. So the whole point of the song is to kind of let go of that obsession. So that's why, like, in the song, I repeat the "with you" at the end of every line.
Yeah, and that's when you say.
That's when you say, I love. See, that's specifically what that line's about. It's like when you said, because what I say is when you said, I love you. So that's past tense. And then that's when I say, I love you. And that's present tense.
I do.
I do. And obviously the song is like a love letter to like 50s, 60s, old rock songs. Like
Very,
Roy
yeah.
Orbison.
It almost sounds like the Beatles and Roy
Yeah, like
Orbison
the
had a love
Beatles.
child,
Indeed. But vocally, I was kind of inspired by Van Morrison. Specifically the song Brown Eyed Girl.
Wow.
Yeah. But like, so that's why, yeah, the "with you" repeating in every verse. And then at the last verse, when it's leading off to my very long note, I take out the "with you" because that's supposed to be the protagonist of the song finally being able to be without the person.
Hey, and that's the way the cookie crumbles.
It's fun. It's fun trying to come up with lyrics like in that way.
I know, man. It's fun. It's fun, And sometimes, do you ever just like sit down and you're like, I'm gonna write a song today, and then you do, like you kind of force yourself, like you don't get inspired. You're just like, I'm gonna write a song.
Well, not so much, because I feel like when you force a song out, it can come out pretty bad. But what I do like to do is in the middle of writing a song, I like to be like, let me add a challenge here. Like, let me add something I haven't done in a song before and see if I can make it work. Like, I have this one song. I don't know how good it is, but it was kind of Linkin Park inspired, so it would have that kind of sound in my mind. But I have, so there's kind of like rap singing lyrics in parts of it. And one of the parts, I put alliteration in there. And the only reason I did that was because I was like, can I write a line that's just alliteration? And I think the line came up pretty good. I don't know if I still have those lyrics.
So it all just starts with like a certain letter.
Yeah.
Kind of like all asses are astronomically
amazing. Yeah, or like John jacked Jill defiantly.
Defiantly? Hold on. All right, guys, fact check here. I'm going to see if defiantly is a word.
It's definitely a word.
Sorry, I didn't quite catch that. Could you please repeat it?
Defiantly?
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
I don't know. Siri's saying otherwise. Siri is saying...
Siri doesn't know fucking shit. She's a robot.
Oh, then what the fuck is defiantly?
So anyways, the next song on the list would be Masochist. Now, let's hear about that.
Hold on. Defiantly.
Oh my God.
I'm still looking for... Defiantly doesn't exist! You lied to the American people!
Yeah, but what else is new? Okay, so what's Masochist about?
Yeah, so Masochist is about a masochist.
That's it?
Yeah, no.
Was there anything that like triggered you to want to write that song?
Yeah, so a while back, I got whipped by my girlfriend at the time, and I was like, "Wow, that's kind of hot." No, I'm just kidding. No, nothing really triggered it. I was just like, you know what, this song just for some reason I feel like it needs to be this way, and this is what it's about. Sometimes I write music that doesn't really relate to me at all, and that
Would
was
you
just
say
one of those
normally
things.
you write song like when you write lyrics, they come from an emotion and not from an experience?
They usually come from emotion and non-experience. Yeah. Like for the most part, like I've never like done any sort of S&M related stuff. Not
But
that I'm
would you?
aware of. I don't know. I probably wouldn't.
Let's try some stuff.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Well, guys, the podcast is ending now, so we're gonna go and he's gonna chain me up. See you guys next week.
So anyways, no, yeah, I kind of described it because I was talking to someone about our lyrics. By the way, Woman's gone over 200 listens on Spotify.
That's epic.
Yeah, it's gotten 24 listens just this week alone.
You're kidding.
No, I'm not kidding. More people in the community I'm in have been like listening to it.
Well, that's awesome.
Like I literally hopped into Turtle. That's one of the girls we exposed in that one episode.
Oh man.
Turtle. I went into her stream and she was just playing Woman without like me even asking or like requesting. And I was
now
like,
that's epic.
and she was like singing along to it and everything. It was really cool to see. And today I just got a text or a DM from someone I'm friends with online, and she said, "Oh, I just added Woman to my favorite playlist because
awesome.
your guys' song is like so awesome." So we're getting like a lot of good reactions off of
That's
Woman.
very
I hope
epic.
people like Weak as much. I've shown like 4 people online Weak, and so far they've said that they've liked it.
They liked it,
Yeah, they
but
said
they didn't love it. No, I'm just kidding.
no. Well, one of them did say they loved it.
Oh, okay, that's good.
specifically. But yeah, when I was talking to this person, I was basically saying that I felt like you write more from a place, like you write from an emotional feeling rather than a personal experience. And I said that I kind of do a little from A, a little from B. Like I'll write my experiences into a song and then I'll change the story to things that I've never experienced. For example, I've never been in a relationship, right? But, I've obviously like felt love for someone,
Right.
and so that'll play into a song that I write. Speaking of which, What I Want is next. That one actually doesn't come from an experience at all. That one was pure emotion. But none of us in the band currently wrote that. That was actually written by Pete, an old drummer of ours. I love you, Pete. What I Want. So basically, that song, I've given it the nickname, the anime song, because to me it really sounds like an anime opener. Like I really feel like strongly that it sounds like one. And the lyrics are just even so to the point where like I even wrote Japanese versions of the lyrics, which sometimes I'll meme and I'll say wakarimasu instead of I would understand.
Wakarimasu. And then I'll catch you and I'll give him that face like, oh my God, he's doing it.
No, yeah, Aiden's always like, Well, sometimes he thinks it's funny and sometimes he doesn't like it.
Sometimes
I guess it depends on his mood.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes he has the mood. He's like, 2 bombs just wasn't enough. And then other times he'll be like, that's hilarious. It's like the Yakuza meme.
Yeah, I sing for you.
I sing for you. Which oh no, well we're gonna leave that as a surprise for you.
Yeah. But no, what I want is like it's just your standard like. So the song, if I had to explain what the lyrics are about, it's pretty straightforward. It's about meeting someone, but you're meeting someone that kind of has trust issues, and it's trying to ensure this person that you won't hurt them the way as before, but without literally saying that. Like, well, I guess there is a line that does kind of say that, but not like without being like, I would never hurt you the way that guy hurt you. I would never do that to you. But it's like, it's saying like one of the lyrics is, I know you've been broken down before. After all, I've seen it time and time again. Which that lyric implies that I've known this person for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And then I say, but if you don't trust me, I would understand. But I assure you, I'm nothing like them.
There's this song actually that you wrote a while ago. And I don't know if you only had the lyrics, but it's had to do something with like a broken heart.
Broken heart.
Yeah. It's just like if I can remember the lyrics. It had something to do with a broken heart.
You don't remember the lyrics?
I don't. It was something just like, it's just like, well, now I'm broken hearted or something like that. Like the last lyric had something to do with like having a broken heart.
And did you like that lyric?
The lyrics were good. I read them and I was like, wow, this is very poetic.
Maybe it's in the lyrics. Well, whatever. I could hunt for it.
But yeah, I thought that was pretty. I don't know if you wrote it already.
I don't know. I'd have to look through my old phones, unless if it's not on this phone.
Your old phone.
Yeah.
Well, that sucks.
Next is Relapse Withdrawal, which we already talked about.
Yeah, it's a
and
pretty
then
epic
Square
song.
One, which we already talked about.
It's a pretty epic song.
And then The Unknown, which we already talked about.
It's a pretty epic
and
song.
then Weak, which we already talked about. So we're done.
Well, no, hold on. Why we haven't really gone that in depth into The Unknown. We just kind of talked about what it was.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so I wrote this song when Raph was still in the band, and I remember like finding the chord progression, which was Felix, which was our old producer. He said it sounded like what song was it?
Was it?
No,
Yeah.
it wasn't that one. I think he said it sounded like a Guns N' Roses song, which I think was.
Oh yeah, I agree with that.
I think
It
it's
does
Sweet
sound-
Child in Mine.
It sounds like an 80s rock song.
Yeah.
like a ballad.
What what's funny enough though is that I tried to make it sound like a Pearl Jam song, but I guess not.
Oh.
And I was like, yeah, I think the sound kind of has like a Pearl Jam kind of feeling. I mean, I think it only does if you add in the electric guitars.
Oh yeah, I think I subconsciously thought that too, because I remember one time when we were practicing it, I started singing like Eddie Vedder over it,
Oh, that's funny.
and but I didn't think the song sounded like it. I just thought, oh, let me sing like this over it.
Well, I thought it had the feeling of a Pearl Jam song. That's why I was like, this kind of sounds like Pearl Jam. And then everyone was like, it sounds like Guns N' Roses, and I'm like,
Even flow.
well, it didn't sound too much like it didn't sound
Doesn't
like
sound like
Even
Even
Flow.
Flow at all.
But it kind of, I feel like in an alternate universe, if Pearl Jam was us, I feel like we would write that song.
Maybe.
But anyways, so yeah, the song is basically, it's called The Unknown. I think we like we said before, it had to do with finding yourself, identity, things like that. And so the chorus is, because I don't understand the way that it's all planned, and I never will, and I won't truly know the things of life. They come and go, and it is so. And that's basically what it's about. It's like, like we don't know what's going to happen. Nothing's pre-planned. Everything we're just still trying to figure out. Even if you think you have it all figured out, yeah, right. You know what I mean? So that's kind of like the whole idea. And like while you're still trying to figure out life, you're still trying to kind of figure out who you are. And also you have to kind of, sort of overcome the obstacles of, having society tell you what you should be versus who you should be. You know what I'm saying? Because someone could tell you who you should be, and then you got to kind of figure out in yourself. It goes, well, that's not who I am. This is who I am, and I don't really want to adopt.
Yeah, you got to find out who you need to be.
Exactly. So that's kind of like the idea of the whole song, and I don't know. I felt like that one was a little bit more personal because I always sometimes feel like I'm having trouble finding out who I am or what I'm going to be doing. Or where I'm going.
Or who you're going to kill.
Or who I'm going to kill. Exactly. It's like, dude, should I kill my boss? Or should I go... No, wait, whoa.
Well, you definitely don't want to say that. You might want to censor that.
I might want to censor that.
Yeah, well, I think we'll censor that. It's been a while since we censored something.
Yeah.
But it's been a while since we recorded.
That's also true.
So this episode will be put up on Saturday. So you'll be hearing this on a Saturday. So tomorrow, if everything goes well and if we play a good show, because if we don't play a good show, we're not posting it. But if we play a good show,
tomorrow,
you should be seeing the performance from Friday.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood. I was like, tomorrow? What do you mean? Tomorrow's not the show.
No, tomorrow's not the show, and they wouldn't know if tomorrow was the show. We'd be playing on Sunday.
Yeah, exactly.
So let me explain that again one more time.
Explain that to me one more time, because I think I confused everybody here.
Okay, yeah. So this episode will be going up on Saturday, and our show is on so our show would be, from when you're hearing it, it would be yesterday.
Yesterday.
So tomorrow, if the show goes well, and if we do a great job, you'll be hearing our live performance of it.
Okay.
So yeah, I hope you'll all be, so you'll be able to hear a few of these songs that we've mentioned, specifically. Well, it doesn't matter. We can say what the set list is because it wouldn't be spoiling it.
That's right. We were going to be saying the set list. So starting off with number 1.
We will be doing a cover of Last Caress
by the Fit Miss.
The Misfits.
The Fit Miss.
Plug-in Baby.
Plug-in Baby by Mousse.
And then the rest would be originals. So specifically, we'd be playing The Chase. We'd be playing Pretty. We'd be playing What I Want. We would be playing
2,000 years later.
Square One, Drunk Memories. We'd be playing Woman, and we would be playing our new song. Well, we might play our new song, but we're not sure yet. We got to see how it sounds.
Yeah, we're still figuring it out.
Because it's a trap song, so we need to figure out how to translate it to our live rock sound.
Yep. We might just do a simple rendition. We're still kind of figuring it out, but
what if we did an acoustic rendition of it instead of trying to rockify it?
Well, how are we gonna do an acoustic rendition?
I don't know.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. But anyways, I think that's pretty much the end of this episode.
All right. Well, thank you guys for listening, and we appreciate your business. And buy our merch, teespring.com/Gray Street merch. 10% off coupon there, Gray Street. What else? Listen to our song "Woman" on Spotify. Run it up, please. Get it more than 200. We're trying to get it to 1 million listens
Can we get it to
by
1 million
tomorrow.
listens? Yeah, get it to 1 million listens by tomorrow.
All right,
and you'll get a free spaceship.
that's right. A free spaceship with free
Gas.
Well, they use fuel, not really gas.
What's the difference?
It's different, man. Gas is like just gasoline.
What does gas do?
It takes you places.
And what does the fuel do?
It takes you places.
So it's the same.
No, it's not.
If a duck quacks, then it's a duck.
Not necessarily.
That's not even how the saying goes.
Yeah, it's actually, if it looks like a duck, talks like a duck, thinks like a duck, then it's a goose. But anyways, thank you guys again. We appreciate for you listening. Check out our merch. Give Mikey a handy, and we'll see you later.
Bye. Love you guys.
Bye.